The game starts out with Susie and Chris walking up to the dark fountain. Susie talks about the roaring night and how they're our enemy. For asking us if we're listening, now it's time to wake up. The screen cuts to Toriel waking up Chris. Sitting down to eat breakfast, butterscotch pancakes, infinite omelets. Toriel and Susie talk. At one of Susie's comments, Toriel brings up going to church, offering for Susie to join them. After a moment's hesitation, she agrees. Toriel says she'll find some clothes for Susie to wear. Susie gets ready to leave when she brings up last night in the shelter. Chris, wait a sec. You remember last night? Saying how someone at the church might know something. Toriel interrupts, calling us to try on our clothes. Arriving at the church, Toriel leaves to go be part of the choir. Without much to see, we head into the main of the church. Taking a seat at the back, on this glorious day of days, we watch as the choir does the opening song. After the song, Caddy takes a stand to do the first reading. Not wanting to suffer through it, Chris and Susie start going through random items they have. As the second reading starts, Chris quickly falls asleep. A second later, Susie wakes us up, telling us how we don't have any time to waste. Quickly downing our cups of juice, we begin asking around for information. While Susie, she's looking through the juice for answers. Talking to Alphys, she says that she needs a drink, but doesn't want to make one while Susie's right there. So, we make it for her. What's the repercussions? Before drinking it and throwing it down on the ground in front of her. Asking Alphys with the shelter, she says only Undying and Mayor have been there. Talking to some more people, we walk up to Noelle finally. Asking her about a locked door, she brings up the past and how she used to get locked outside of our house. Saying her mom never gave a spare key to Chris and their family, and that she never kept anything outside the house at all. Nothing important, at least. With that information, we head back to Susie and tell her what we learned. After talking, Susie goes to Noelle, asking if she wants to work on the school project at her house. Noelle starts to say she'll have to ask Anne about her mom, or finally agreeing. Susie walks back to Chris, giving him a high five. Noelle seems a little disappointed that Chris will be joining, but it's fine. She offers to invite Bertley, but that idea gets shot down pretty quick. Saying bye, we walk outside with Toriel. She brings up going to the diner, as she has to be back at the church later. Right as she finishes what she's saying, Asgore comes out the woods. Running off, Toriel leaves Asgore with Chris and Susie. Rejected, he decides to give Chris a flower. Would you like some flowers? Here, share with your friends. See you later, alligator. Moment of awkward silence passes, where Chris and Susie throw off their church clothes. We're now set free to roam hometown. There's not much to see besides Nasabluke and slowly ran over. might be something in the library. Or stepping into the library to find all the jail dogs reading books. I did not want to talk to Bertley. We finally head over to the school and see Rouse. For not to be forced to talk to Bertley, so. But before we head into the closet, Susie, wait a sec. Let's go get Tina. Decides to run all the way to Chris's house, takes the whole ass TV, and run back. Alright, let's go. Thanks. Walking into Castletown, we meet with Rouse. Susie then explains what our plan is to Rouse, expressing her worries. Looking around the Castletown, we can see the different characters from Chapter 3. Heading upstairs in the castle, Rouse says there's something he wants to show us in our rooms. Walking inside, we see that Chris and Susie's rooms have been combined to hold a table in the middle. Sitting down and having some tea. Susie reminisces about how things have changed. Walking back into the hallway, we head up to the 3rd floor. Here, we can find Tina's room, along with a room closed off to the left. Rusty tries to stop us from entering, but Susie rushes ahead, going into the room. Heading in after Susie, we find the room to be empty, besides a singular window. Rouse then explains that he doesn't need a room, or that he didn't, saying how his purpose is to make us happy. Hearing this, Susie tells Rouse that she and Chris will fill up his room for him. Susie walks out, leaving us behind. When Rouse asks Chris if it's okay for him to have his own opinions, telling him yes, Susie walks back in with a trash can that adds to the room. Heading into Tina's room, we can find him, along with El Niño and La Niña. After saying hi to them, we decide to leave the school finally. It's a short walk across hometown as we arrive at Noelle's. Meet her at the gate. Here's my house. Sorry, it's not much, but... Noelle leads us past the gate into her house, where we stop just in front, taking a second to look at it. Sure. Not much. Okay. Welcome to my home. Let's start searching. Stepping inside, okay. Susie says start searching, even though Noelle is right there. Upstairs, we find a great door. Noelle tells us that guests aren't allowed in there. Besides this, there's not much upstairs other than Noelle's room. State of art, high definition DVDs, old game consoles. Heading back downstairs, there's a small closet with empty gift boxes. Next room over is the kitchen. Having seen just about everything we can, we start the study session. Okay, should we start? Yeah, sure. Taking a seat, Noelle gets a phone call. Sorry. It's Bertley. And he's asking Noelle if she wants to go to the festival with them. Noelle starts to hesitate to agree to go with him when Susie steals the phone, yelling at Bertley that Noelle is not going to the festival with him. Throwing the phone off the couch, Susie tells Noelle that some people won't stop until you yell at them to. Be honest. Take his neck and scream at him. Where'd you sit on my
As
phone
Noelle
anyway?
starts to look for her phone, Susie says that she'll distract her and for us to look for clues. Hopping off the couch and heading straight for the great door. Stepping inside, we see its bedroom. Looking at the guitar, we can find a note taped inside. Looking down at the code, we begin to read it. When Chris rips up the soul.
Okay, I'm sorry, Chris.
Chris slowly walks back down to the closet. How Noelle didn't see this is insane to me.
Chris.
And throws us into one of the empty boxes.
Okay. I understand.
Getting out of the box, we can move around the larger box to get into the vent system.
There's like not like a time limit. Chris.
Wandering around in the vents, we stumble upon the kitchen, where we can see Chris on the phone. Here, we can hear the person on the phone telling Chris that Susie must not get the guitar. By listening for longer, we can overhear words, police, sacrifice, next week, along with church, tonight. With nothing else to hear, we move farther down and end up in the storage room of sorts. By moving another one of the gift boxes, we can find the breaker box. Here, we can turn off the power. This causes Susie and Noelle to come to the basement and turn the power back on. Knocking over the tree we are hiding behind, an angel doll falls on us. Hiding us, at least.
Dead.
We can move, but not very much. Moving over to Noelle, we can scare her, causing her to scream and kick us back in between her and Susie.
Brush against my leg.
Now, Noelle and Susie stand with both of their flashlights on us, waiting for us to move again. Moving again causes both Susie and Noelle to jump and drop their flashlights. They run out of the basement, and a second later, come back with a giant candy cane and a cookie pan.
Wait, Joe.
Noelle walks up and slides the cookie pan underneath us, trapping us.
Damn.
Walking back into the living room, Noelle sets us on a table.
What do we do?
Susie and Noelle start debating on what they trapped and what to do with it.
Let's think about it first. Cool.
They start talking, and Noelle brings up the dream she had about Susie.
It's like you're the same as in my dream.
Susie asks Noelle what she was like in her dream. Noelle gets flustered and runs off.
I have to go find one hamster cage. Wait, I want to hear about your dream.
Susie chases after her, finally leaving us. However, she tells us to not move, which we run away as soon as she's gone.
Hurry up.
Finally free, we head back up to the room with the guitar. Moving closer to it, we get hit by a hockey puck, which Chris threw at us while they were under the bed.
Alright, Chris, how the hell did you get that much power from underneath there? Damn, what a throw.
Or leaping at us like fucking Foxy from FNAF. This causes the guitar to make some noise, alerting Noelle and Susie.
Like that or stuff. Here, but hey.
As they walk into the room, Chris takes us along with the guitar into the closet to hide. Stepping inside, Noelle comments on how it's quiet now. Susie agrees before sitting down next to the bed.
Susie, touching that isn't. Just chill out. It's gonna come out.
Saying how they should wait.
I wonder if you get to that. Like,
Noelle agrees, taking a seat next to Susie.
It's noise.
The camera then shows us inside a closet with Chris now holding a hockey stick. The guitar on the other side of the closet. As we try to make our way to the guitar, Susie and Noelle begin talking.
We're all riding on a roller coaster.
All the while, Chris is just back there attacking us.
I'll say the boy was strange though. Why?
Noelle comments on Rouse and how
Azrael?
Chris acted and has been acting weird.
looking at me. They wanted to say something.
Going farther to say how Chris's voice has sounded different to her now.
Came out of their mouth sounded odd. Like it was
Susie adds her comments on Chris, adding that Chris is
for some reason, they're really
good at flirting. Listen, we may tell Chris to flirt
makes you say
with
that?
an enemy, but what they say is up to them. At this time, we finally make it to the guitar. Chris jumps up to hit us when...
Wait a second. Stop making some goddamn noise. You're supposed to be searching for the clues.
Susie takes the guitar away from Chris and walks back to Noelle,
The guitar,
who starts to tell Susie that she shouldn't be touching it,
Should I put it back?
but decides to tell her to play it
You should
instead.
play it. Me? Sure. I can give it a shot.
Susie agrees, but they should go somewhere else.
Let's just go somewhere else though. Okay.
Chris opens the closet, and after they leave, calls someone, telling them that Susie got the guitar.
Susie, guitar.
The person on the phone tells Chris they'll be right there.
Right there. Chris.
Hanging up the phone, Chris puts the soul back. There's not much to see in the room, so we head out. Not before tripping over the hockey puck Chris so kindly threw at us. Stepping out,
Pretty good.
the camera pans down to show Susie and Noelle on the couch talking. While in conversation, the lights cut back on, and we hear Asgore.
Oh yes, someone.
Walking into view, he asks about the snack tray, which Noelle offers to him.
Yes, feel free to do.
Where he promptly takes it and sits down, eating quickly,
Sure does work
saying how he should get a
out
bite right
again.
before Noelle's mom gets home.
But
To which Noelle says that
no
her mom
rush, you know.
wouldn't be home for another
she has
couple
work,
hours.
She's not gonna be home for hours. What do you mean?
As
Saw
Gordon
her outside
explains,
the
he just saw
window.
her standing outside.
Mom is. Yeah.
Noelle starts to
Susie, I'm
panic
sorry, I
when
think you
we hear
should-
the front door open.
It's gonna be Chris.
Camera pans
Oh,
to the right
shit,
to
it's
reveal
not.
Carol, Noelle's mother.
Oh,
Noelle
my
tries to say
dude.
something, but her mom ignores her, instead of walking over to Susie
Get
and
your
taking the
hands
guitar
off the
away.
guitar. Sir, she didn't
Noelle
know.
begins to frantically explain
So
what
let me give
happened
it-
and why
I
Susie had the
told her to
guitar
play- It's not that.
when her mom
Noelle.
interrupts her, telling Noelle to go to the kitchen.
Now. My
Susie
fault,
tries
I
to take the blame when
guitar.
Carol tells her to leave.
You
Carol tells
Or
Susie
not.
that she isn't
Well,
welcome in their home, adding to not
don't
talk to her daughter
talk
again.
to my.
Susie begins to say something
can.
when Noelle
Susie,
tells her
just
just
go.
to go. Susie begins to
Chris,
leave,
who's taking
not
your
before
daughter
telling Carol that she'll be
festival
taking
to
Noelle
a
to the festival.
jerk.
Asgore starts to look for a way out when
Asgore.
Carol says to take the snack tray
Eat the
outside.
snack tray. Do it outside. Yes, Carol. Might be time to get out the back door.
We follow suit and begin to leave when,
Chris.
just before the door, Carol stops Chris.
Hi, Carol. You felt something like ice on your shoulder. My apologies about just now, Chris. As you know,
Telling them
you
that
are
they
welcome here
are always
anytime.
welcome here. We step outside and find Susie and
Jesus,
Asgore. Susie grabs Chris,
Code,
talking
Chris.
about the code,
Forget about the
when
And
Asgore
then-
interrupts.
Don't worry too hard. So what are you
Asking
two
what we're up to, Susie says that we'll probably head
we're
back to the house.
probably Gonna go back to Chris's house. I see. Home is where the heart is. Sit back down and start eating.
Asgore offers some of the
They offer
snacks,
either
and
you two-
Susie
know
agrees to some of it.
Sure. What? Delicious, aren't they, Chris? Yeah, actually. Thanks. Hey, Chris.
With that out of the
No one
way,
say
we head off.
you're your dad,
But
but
just before we left,
solid.
Susie says
Solid
she
and
saw the
solid.
code that was in the
Was
guitar.
Code for the show. Guess we just gotta try again tomorrow. How late is it now?
Stepping past the gate,
Rain.
it starts raining.
Great. Now it's raining. At least your house is close. Let's go.
Heading back to the house,
look
we
at,
find
but-
it's locked.
Hey, the door's locked. Seriously? Don't have a key?
Chris
Damn.
doesn't have a key.
Mom's
Susie
getting her
says
choir
we
practice,
can
right?
go bother Toriel for
So
it
we can go-
back at the church.
She tra-
So we go to the church. And there's Dark Fountain.
Oh shit.
With the worried Toriel being inside a
Damn it.
church, we head in. Inside the church, it's a very
Gothic.
gothic architecture
So
and
what's this
dark.
place?
There's some lights and a piano we can play. Stepping
Play?
on buttons below reveal the notes we need to play. With that, we can continue.
Chris.
In the next room, we can see the
Fountain's just
fountain
up there.
down a hallway. But nothing is ever simple, and of course, the night is at the end
it's
of the hallway.
night.
Susie
You.
calls out to them, but gets her shit rocked immediately.
Oh shit!
We try to push up to the night, but what the hell am I supposed to do against that? And we get pushed down. Chris smacks against some glass
Let's
on the
say-
way down. Afterwards is, of course, feeling the effects of hitting the glass and just hitting the ground
Glass,
after a
nice.
fall in general. Susie tries to heal Chris, but can't heal him enough.
That wasn't.
But at
I'll
least,
say-
this is where we meet with Rouse.
Susie.
Rouse then
Susie.
pushes Susie out of the way to heal Chris.
Gangs together. We gonna pose now? Right. Sure.
Rouse continues to act kind of like an asshole to Susie, and we move on. I don't know what compelled
Hold
Toby
on.
Fox to just create some amazing music for this next part, but this ends up being the case for the majority of the chapter. I mean,
The choir.
it's Toby Fox's music we're talking about here.
Ooh.
While walking around, we can see the different parts of the prophecy. Just up the stairs, we run into our first battle.
Dodge.
I'm gonna take a second to let you listen to the soundtrack here.
Enemies. Okay. We wisp in your way. Die. Win. Exorcism.
Here, we see a system that's going to be used often in the chapter. I told you the church is dark.
Oh, there's times. Alright.
But during this conversation, we see a shadow walk off screen.
Necessary. I'll use it. Hey.
Stepping up to this piece of the prophecy, someone
makes
throws
me
something
feel
at it, shattering it. This is where we're introduced to another system in the chapter, only being able to see based off the ripples left by our footsteps, and the bells. Using this system, we go through this maze and see something off to the right. I'm not gonna lie, not being able to see much already had me feeling uneasy, but by having Rousey tell me to run did kind of freak me out. Also, seeing it cut through parts of the maze didn't help. Somehow, I chose the right path. Susie runs into the light by herself. Then the lights cut out, just for them to come back on. Is that fucking Gerson?
What you doing? What the hell are you doing?
He asks Susie if she can walk him back to his study, but she says no, we're busy.
It's a darkener, anywho.
Susie realizes Gerson isn't a darkener, and we can't just leave him.
This guy's not a darkener, then. You know what?
Not happy with how slow he walks, Susie and Rousey leave us, just for Gerson to sprint past us.
Guess I better catch up too. Walk out. Back over here.
Gerson says he wants to read a book,
Yeah,
the book being oddly green. Gerson asks Susie if she can help him reach the book. She makes Rousey help him instead
Help him reach something you can stand on. Right here.
by turning into a stool. Not even gonna question it at this point.
Miss, I think
Gerson
it's
still
done
wants
here.
Susie to help him, and she just kills Rousey in the process.
Here, take this in. Hey, door open. Let's go.
We see that part of the prophecy, and Rousey says it can't be changed.
It can't be changed.
Walking into the next one, Gerson breaks it before we can get a chance to look at it.
Oopsie daisy. Darn my corner.
But he revealed a hidden path, at least.
Following that prophecy so closely. Couldn't quite see where I was going. Way over
Susie runs ahead, and
Susie,
Rousey
run
chases
ahead.
after, reacting strangely to when Susie rushes ahead. Following Gerson, he leads us down some dead ends, with buttons that reveal notes we need to play.
Got a mighty hunch this ain't the right.
We opened the
Last
gate,
time fell behind
and
us.
Gerson brought his friends. How kind of him. But now we're at his study at least.
You haven't seen a shadowy figure, have you? Now you mention it.
Talking to Gerson, he tells us of a figure that went through his door just before we came in.
Well,
Also, telling us if we can get to the East Bell Tower, we should be able to open it. But we need some tools first. Gerson tells us to check out the Northwest Bell Tower. Checking out the east, there's a bunch of these towers that we can't climb. Heading up to the northwest, there's a waterfall with a dark room behind it. And here, there's these creepy statues and a wall we can't climb.
well, may the bells climb it. It's too slippery to climb. Something up. I mean, you were it.
Completing some
in
short
here?
puzzles, we find the last 4 notes to a song.
There's the last 4. Already got it done.
Heading into the other side, we can find the first 4 notes. Playing the notes, we walk past the gate.
Okay, Rossi. You know, whole prophecy
And
is
Susie
great.
brings up some good points.
Why didn't you just say
Why
hi?
doesn't Rousey just tell us?
Oh,
Trying to
Hey,
dodge
I
a
think I found a
conversation,
light.
Rousey turns on the lights, just for us to fall.
Whoops. Thanks.
Hearing a voice in the distance telling us to leave,
Light is definitely getting darker. Now there's no light. Very well. You come closer to this place, and you may find
getting closer to the voice starts this fight.
it's confused.
I'm not even sure how to describe this fight, but we can get the general premise in the first attack. Get the key, get out. Just don't take too long. Getting 60 TP, we can use Unleash, which does this. Yeah, I think you get the idea now. With how everything was going in the chapter, it's safe to say I did not think something like this would happen.
Like, we just. What are you? The light. Not the light. No. flashbang. Holy. Oh my.
Jackenstein ends up hurting his head, and Rousley tries to heal him, but it doesn't work.
Oh, it still hurts. Nothing. Never mind. Hero.
In the meantime, Susie gets distracted talking to Gerson.
Be busy writing a letter or something. Here.
Talking about Susie's healing, Gerson asks Susie to heal his hand.
With my pen earlier. You're not a coward. Give me your best shot.
Ducking down to grab his letter at the last second, sending the heal to Jackenstein instead, which works.
Oh, ouchie.
Talking to Jack, he gives us the climbing set.
Ball.
Now letting us climb the various areas we've seen around.
My friends, my climbing set. The climbing time claws. Too small for me.
Heading back to the beginning of the Northwest Tower and climbing up,
so I know
we find this piano, with a sign next to it telling us where we can find different notes.
Melodies 3.
Heading back to the room behind the waterfall and making it to the end shows us 4 of the notes. And, of course, can't ever have a calm moment as whatever the hell this thing is chasing us. Finally, Gerson appears and turns the lights on.
We run. No, let's just have some
inviting
tea.
us to have some tea.
Join me if you. Is he gonna heal me? Please. That was stressful for no reason.
Susie starts telling him of the adventures we had.
Well, thanks for the tea.
Susie leaves the table, and Gerson has us close our eyes.
Close your eyes.
Leaving as well when we open them again.
Very annoying.
Returning to the study, we find Jackenstein has joined Gerson.
2 in the tower. Anyways, go back to some of those climbing parts.
Quickly backtracking to the climbable walls earlier in the chapter. One leads us to another dark room before showing us more notes.
I assumed it would be something. Excuse me. I may truly be mistaken.
And the other one, more climbing. With one path leading to this water container. But there's nothing to do with it, so we leave.
Oh god! Okay, Toby Fox. What? Battle? We're going to investigate the water container.
But that's not all, as a holy water core changes its forms,
it's breaking.
revealing Miss Mizzle.
Oh shit. Susie, improving, slowly.
Sparing Miss Mizzle nets us the last notes.
Like how the path.
Going straight for the piano after getting the last notes, we play it. An open fireplace.
Oh shit, it's the axe.
Stepping inside, Susie runs up to the axe.
What it took. Gotta pay for
Then this old man decides he gets to put a price tag on it.
Alright, axe now. Don't think I'm serious. Take the price tag.
Like, I'm gonna pay for it. It's probably not even that much anyways.
Not
Yeah, not paying that much.
$1 billion.
He tells Susie that if she alone can beat his challenge, cutting his hair, he'll give it to her.
How about a haircut?
This game, I swear. If you played Undertale, you understand how this battle will go.
Oh.
But there's a small addition to it. And instead of the yellow spears that change the direction, we get these turtle shells.
Alright, I figured it out. That's what I got then?
Finally getting an idea how to
Take
beat his
this.
challenge, Susie distracts him before cutting
Missed.
off his beard.
This is mine. Justice.
Walking up and grabbing the axe,
Weapons.
obtaining the Justice Axe.
Take this too.
Gerson also gives us the Shadow
This weird
Crystal.
piece of glass in my
'Cause,
desk.
yeah, why not?
Like someone really wanted me to use this thing. Didn't interest me. You can take it. Shadow crystal was added to your key.
Finally heading through the East Tower.
Alright. Let's get on to the... That's over here, dear awakened lady from the pieces. You shall press farther, and we shall have no choice. Duel for God. On God! Our lady. Oh, shoot! I'm sorry, little ones. I'm sorry. Yes. All right. Oh,
And making it to this piano, it's time to look for more notes. Also, why are there so many water coolers in this place? Reaching under a bookshelf was a green book. Taking it opens a door. But before we can follow Susie, Rousey stops us, choosing to see what Susie does.
She might. Old man. Hey, old
We
man.
can see her talk to the old man,
Just came here for some peace and quiet throughout my notes on it.
along with getting the
Oh, you mean
notes.
this thing? Yeah, that thing. Cool. Let's just memorize it and...
Returning to Chris, we see Rousey
There you
walk
go.
back.
Got the music.
Back at the piano, we don't know the notes, so I go to exit to see if there's anything else to do. When
No, 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 no. Okay. Oh. He's gonna play by himself. Okay, go. I was gonna try to do the...
opening the door,
Need a lift? Alright.
Gerson
Finally.
stops us before entering.
Almost back to the fountain. Wait a second. There. Hey, we're about to go into stream, so...
Asking
Good time.
Susie if she
I'll
can
finish my
deliver his
letter.
letter for him.
You mind delivering it for me? Letter. Just have a read of it for me. When you wake up. Alright, fine.
Agreeing, we head through the
See you
door.
later, old man. Think about it for just a split second. I got a little worried I wasn't... Child was hero.
Reaching the destroyed stairs from earlier, and finding a climbing spot to the left.
Huh?
Spotting the knight above us,
Is he up there? Oh my god, he's gonna be shooting at us the entire time we climb.
Susie calls
Hey.
out to them. Thanks,
Damn it,
Susie.
Susie.
I really appreciate you making this more
You
difficult
just let us
for us.
climb and... Oh. Alright. Damn, Chris.
Reaching the top to see Susie chase after the knight before they run behind a door.
I understand what you gonna do by yourself, Susie. That's the issue.
Deciding our best course of action is to seal the dark fountain.
Then always by
Rousey tells us bye.
Chris, Susie.
Waking up back in the church, we find a door to the rest of the church is locked, with smoke from the dark world seeping underneath it.
Damn, Chris.
Looking for the code, we step into the office when
Hammer.
Chris and
Inside
Susie
is
learn about
covered
Gerson.
in dust. Huh? Dude, it's just a dusty. Hell no, you don't. Somehow, the dark world, for a moment, must have revived him. But I think he knew. I think he knew he was. Chris, he wanted me to write a
Understanding now why he asked Susie to write the letter down
letter to
again.
Alvin.
She
I
does,
think that's his.
leaving it on his
pastor guy.
desk.
Give me a sec.
Walking back to the door, Susie says she has an idea.
Chris, we haven't gotten any closer to opening this door, but I have an idea. I think he might
The
know.
old man might know the code. So if we make
The
it
old
in the
man.
dark world, we can
He
ask
can
him.
know. To the earth.
Asking Chris if they have anything
Anything
sharp, they hand her their knife.
Concentrate on what I want and. Oh,
Inside the dark world again,
hey. is
we
it
find
your-
it's not the
something
same one as
seemed
before.
Off.
However, it's not
like
just the
Elsie
color that
said.
has changed,
Your dark world. Oh shit!
but the enemies are different too. No longer just statues,
I'm
we see
lost.
faces that were once covered in stone.
Chris, hey, look. Me. Crow's hope cross on your heart. Man, that's badass, isn't it? Think there's anything else about us? Just stand there. Keep looking.
Casing after Susie as she rushes past everything looking for the next piece of the prophecy. Catching up with her as she finds the last parts of the prophecy. But someone smashes it before we can see the final part.
Hey, wait.
Running after a silhouette, the floor breaks beneath us, sitting us down.
Oh shit.
Having to climb the
Guess that answers
tower
that.
as darkness chases after us.
Shit.
With Susie catching us as we fall back down.
Thanks, Susie.
Making it to the top and running, we reach the old man's study.
Hey, I was right. It's old man's study.
Going into the fireplace, it starts to get darker.
Alright, we're going.
Until we can
God,
only see
it's
through the
dark.
ripple of our footsteps.
We can go up.
Chasing after what seems to be the old man. Until we can't see anything. Susie goes after a noise she heard falling down somewhere.
Damn it. Chris, Slytherin fell down here. Somewhere. Left in complete darkness. It seems there's nothing left to do but close your eyes.
Closing our eyes, we watch over Susie.
Think about how Susie is doing right now. Hey.
No words, nothing to see. A fight starts.
Good dodge. Okay.
Susie's words do nothing.
I wrote your letter for you. Don't you recognize me? Dodge, Susie. Okay, we good.
Making it just in time,
Oh shit, Chris.
we join the battle. The battle continues without changing until
Shh. What the hell? What happened to his? Rousey?
Rousey then explains what happened to Susie. How it wasn't Gerson we just saw.
Huh? Gartner's patterned after memory of a loved one. can only appear in very specific darknesses. Even if we tried to bring him to the castle town, he... Then why didn't you say something earlier? Damn, Susie. You know something. Why don't you just... tell us? I'm sorry. There's so many things I don't know when to say them. I didn't ask to know, but I do. It hurts. If anyone's going to hurt, let it just... Also, is that why you've been acting so good? Hey, look, it's okay, man. Last Ross thing, I don't need to see it. So, if it helps, whatever you gotta, go ahead and move on. Everything else, we're gonna do it together, as a team. So, know any codes to any
Heading
doors?
up the stairs and back to the fountain.
What
The fire extinguisher
We
stops us,
three want to know the
giving
code
us the code to the door.
Yeah. It's 20 here.
Sealing the fountain once more,
No. No issues.
Susie unlocks the door as soon as we're in the light world again.
Huh. It really worked. Now.
Back in the first Dark World, Rousey
good,
meets
Rousey.
up with us.
Ooh. Again. Blue Fox just... pretty.
Walking over bookshelves,
Oh.
spinning in air, the Dark Fountain calls to us with a ringing
You hear
of a
that?
bell.
It's like a bell. The second fountain. It's calling us. We got
Running
places
past
to
enemies
be.
and through dark areas, we find a piano, which we ride,
Oh.
getting away from the clouds of darkness chasing us.
Huh. Feels closer just past this wall.
Not having a way to climb the tower now, an old friend appears. It's not long, however, until the night hell
Oh, dude,
stops
hell.
us, sending us back down.
Gotta keep this hand up.
Catching us on our fall, old faces send us on our way. Without wait to see in the dark, we shiningly guide our course. A heavy wind causes our movements to slow. Dodging swords, at least the ones we can, taking us back up, move forward. So Susie stepped in front of us, Rousey after her.
Yeah.
Beaten and bruised, the wind finally lets up.
Looks like that.
Racing up the stairs as they fall behind us to catch the night. Susie starts to taunt tonight,
Can't beat us in the light.
causing him to take an action in which Rousey begs him not
No.
to,
Don't make it another fountain.
making a fountain in a dark world.
What happens now?
Summoning a titan.
Oh god, this is what I feared. Oh god. Everyone, climb on. It won't
Climbing
attack
up the
itself.
titan with find a spot to rest,
Looks
only
like
for
we're
a
safe.
moment.
I'm gonna time. It's found us. Alright, Lune.
Finding a place where we can jump back onto the
We can
Titan.
make it back on.
We started climbing once again.
Chris, over here.
With Susie launching us to the top, we regroup.
How much arm strength do you have?
Reaching the end of the platform, we set face to face with the Titan.
Oh, like a face? What? It's already been here the whole time. Oh god, it's a biblically accurate angel. Chris, I'll say let's go.
Using on the leash, we break the shield protecting the Titan, allowing us to attack it. This continues until...
Did we do it? What's it doing?
Finishing
Suppose.
regenerating,
Keep
we
on
prepare to
fighting.
keep fighting.
What was that? Was the hammer from the...
A familiar voice calls out
Yo,
from
give it
behind
up
us.
What was the hammer? No ideas yet.
Now as Gerson, we can break the shield in one go. But we have to deal damage inside, not just the outside. Thankfully, Susie says she's got an idea.
Okay, there we go. I was like, what do I have to do? Oh shit. A soul, the soul.
Sealing the dark fountain within the Titan,
Great
we land on the
entities.
ground.
Wait a sec. The old man. We still gotta. talk to
Susie
him.
rushes ahead to talk to the old man.
Chris,
Rousey catches up with us, then runs after Susie, begging
wait.
her to stop.
To save the world, there's only one way. Look. Should you break it? I'm apologizing for. Worried about that? Let it happen. Chris wouldn't let it happen. Like, you wouldn't let it happen. So, stop crying, okay? Everything's gonna be alright. Let's go seal the fountain. Let's go seal the fountain, okay? Everything's okay, Chris. Look, smiling. It's okay not to smile. And harder, one, pretending I'm not afraid. Chris, you can go.
We find Susie waiting for us in front of the fountain.
Susie's smile, which seemed to defeat everything, shined on in front of you, and for a moment, it was as if all the darkness had been blown away. Whoa.
Returning back to the light world, we find the church empty.
Oh God, what happened to the inside of the church?
Meeting with Susie,
Smells nice after the rain.
an old and familiar song rings in the distance. making it back to the house.
So, do you mind if I... Chris?
At the sight of it all, Susie decides not to stay. Laying in bed, the song's still blaring through the house. Oriole and Sen's talking downstairs.
So Chris just leaves us in the cage? Or does like Oriole just walks in? Of course.
And her voice can be heard. We don't get to hear what Susie says.
What was that? That's Susie? Chris?
As Chris begins to leave,
Think for just a second here, Chris.
her voice could be heard on the
Chris.
phone.
Don't forget, Chris. You promised.
Yeah, we're gonna act like this was all planned and didn't come out later than it should have. But if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. I promise I'll try to fix my upload schedule. You know what? I can't really say I have one right now, so this video's in time. Alright, I'll see you guys in the Silk Song.